Hey guys, Life in China with Patrick. I'm doing something a little bit different today. Recently, I've been on Facebook quite a bit, posting different videos of like train stations, that kind of stuff, a lot of fun stuff. And occasionally you'll get that one American troll, armchair analyst who thinks they know everything about China, but has never been to the country. As you guys know, I've been over here for 7 years, and I've learned a lot about China. I am still an avid student of what's going on here in China and still learning every single day. But again, quite often I get trolled by these people on Facebook and probably more often on X. But I want to read to you a response. I'm not going to give you what this guy said because you'll be able to figure out what he said to me based on my response. But I think this is something I wish every American could hear. And instead of trying to die on a hill of lies, that they would actually listen to people like myself and many other foreigners that live here and post on Facebook and YouTube and X and all these other platforms. So having said all that, let me just read to you my response to this guy on Facebook. And I actually know this guy from years ago where I used to work at AIM Management. But I haven't talked to him since. But again, sometimes people just show up when something rubs them the wrong way. So here's my response. Implying I've been re-educated or am some government shill just shows you've already lost the plot. It screams unwillingness to engage with someone who's actually lived in China for over 7 years, boots on the ground, not an armchair analyst like yourself. I get these lazy attacks all the time on X. It's nothing new to me. To me, it just sounds like rote repetition of Washington's echo chamber narrative, the kind that's been psyoping Americans for decades. For too many folks back home, unpsyoping yourselves feels impossible. You'd rather sling insults and die on a hill of half-truths peddled by our own government than grapple with nuance. Party conformance is a loaded jab from someone who clearly doesn't get how a society of 1.4 billion functions, or how any government, authoritarian or not, manages a population that size without some guardrails. It's not blind loyalty, it's a system wired for scale, stability, and collective progress, flaws and all. But hey, if you think chaos is preferable to coordination, that's your call. And let's not romanticize free speech as some magic accountability wand. Have you been paying attention the last couple of decades? It hasn't stopped a parade of criminal warmongers from dragging the U.S. into endless conflicts or shielded the country from the division they've sown, letting extreme groups bully and intimidate everyday citizens while inflation runs rampant and squeezes the life out of the middle class. I've wielded that freedom myself, screaming, insulting, and calling out leaders across platforms from X and Facebook. But tell me, Andrew, that's the guy's name, how's that worked out for America? We've got more noise than ever, yet the same old power plays keep winning. Maybe it's time you question your own hills before charging up someone else's. That's the end of my post, and that's the end of today's video.